Qualcomm wears many hats, and one of those hats is mobile processors. Now, Qualcomm has been focusing on medium to high-end smartphones for some time now in India, especially, but now that is changing.
With this new launch, Qualcomm is aiming to democratize 5G and making it accessible, available, and affordable under $100. We interviewed Saurabh Arora of Qualcomm India to get a better understanding of what Qualcomm is trying to achieve with the launch of the 4S Gen 2 chipset. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for this interaction opportunity. I'll just start with the very logical question. Now that Qualcomm has unveiled the 4S Gen 2, what is the India outlook? How does the company see the India market?
Thank you, Deep, first of all, having me, to chat with you. Very exciting day, which we have been talking about, to bring the 5G for the masses. And 4S Gen 2 is going to change the landscape of the 5G market, mobile devices in it, to be honest. Currently, if you see, 70% of the shipments in like first 5 months, as per CMR data, has been a 5G. 70% of the shipments have moved to 5G. There is rest of 30% which are still, 4G devices are being shipped. And I foresee it will remain as it until unless somebody brings some disruption in the market. And 4S Gen 2 will be the next disruption which will change the landscape and make 5G more affordable and for everyone.
We saw the announcement by Xiaomi that they will be the first one to bring a smartphone that runs on this chipset.
Yeah.
What other brands are you looking forward to work?
As you rightly heard, Xiaomi is one of the first one who gonna announce the products very soon.
Right.
We have been in discussion with all the OEMs and the partners to bring devices on this chipset. Obviously, it's not public yet, but we are engaged with everyone.
Any particular names? No?
I can't say,
Okay.
but obviously, Qualcomm, when we develop our chip, we want that chip to go, go in everyone's hands, right, with our OEM partners, and that's what we are aiming for now.
Okay. It was surprising a little bit because when we first heard and read the rumors that this chipset is coming that will target the sub 10K market, we thought immediately that it will be Jio, but okay, it was Xiaomi.
Rumors are rumors, right?
Right.
It's an open market device.
Right.
Anybody can buy. It has a latest release, 17 features for SA targeted for SA networks of 5G, which is the future of 5G.
Okay. Do you have any kind of numbers that you have projected that now that this chip is launched? Any numbers that you're targeting? Any figures, revenue figures, market share?
It's hard to tell anything about the numbers, right? But I am very confident that with this product, which is going to come in the market, and the subsequent product will change the landscape of the.
Okay.
And I think 4G will see the death of basically 4G devices will die. If you wouldn't have brought this chip, otherwise 4G will have sustained a couple of more years.
What kind of a market share shift are you seeing, or may I say predicting, now that this chip is out? Because in India, MediaTek still leads in terms of overall market share. What kind of numbers are you?
As you heard, we are here, right? Qualcomm is just starting, right? Obviously, we moved out of that space because there were some reasons earlier when it was a pandemic. Obviously, we concentrated on premium tier, high tier. You saw the presentation, right? We have 80% of our market share in the Android premium segment, 73% in our high tier segment. So we concentrated on those segments. But now our focus is back to entity as well. So the percentage share of Qualcomm in India is going to change.
This market segment, the consumers, they are not easily allured by of course they want a good camera, they want a good screen, they want good speakers, they want to make short format content a lot, but they're not, if I say specifically, allured by the spec sheet, chipset, the gigahertz, the frequency, how many bands they get. Is there some sort of like a plan to educate this particular segment about why 5G is better?
I think I should say, jo dikhta hai wo bikhta hai. They will experience it, right? If you walk into the store and ask for a phone,
right,
and in particular price tier, and you will experience, right, what capabilities it brings on the table, be it camera, be it sound quality. They will going to see the difference. What other prior phones had it.
If I ask you, how is the Indian market different from the global market? I mean, the fact that this chip is launched for the Indian market says that the Indian market is very different
Yes.
from the rest of the world.
Yes.
So how is it different?
It's very different. Look at the ASPs, right? We have the lowest ASPs, average selling price of the smartphones in India. You don't see it outside, right? There, the entry tier, even if you go to China, right? The entry tier products, or I would say Europe or LATAM, the entry tier products are way expensive. But India, right now, you can buy a 4G product for like 6,000 rupees, 7,000 rupees, which you don't get outside.
Simply speaking of the hurdles and challenges that Qualcomm faces in India right now, what would they be in comparison to the competition, of course?
I don't see any challenges, I would say. It's time to basically deliver. There were challenges. I think we have, overcome those challenges, would be my answer to you.
Okay.
Because obviously we vacated a space for the reason. That's why there was a change in the market share or market, of Qualcomm market share in the smartphone, if you see the overall. But now we are back. I think the challenges are over. It's going to time to deliver.
Smartphone and consumer business wise, what is the big picture for Qualcomm in the country at this moment? And we'll end the conversation on this.
Okay.
So what's the big picture?
So big picture is, connecting humans, right, with the technology. That's the big picture I foresee, right? We are not limited to mobile. We are in auto, we are in four-wheeler, we are in two-wheelers. We are in hearable, we are in wearable. We are in now PCs, right? The AI PCs. So we are touching all touch points of the technology, across. Big picture is how we can enable more and more people with the technology, and how we can, cut that digital divide.
All right. Thank you so much for this interaction and for sharing your insights and thoughts. Thank you, Saurabh.
Thank you, Deep.
Thanks.
Pleasure talking to you.
I hope you liked the video. For more such content on technology, keep following BWTV and BW Businessworld.